Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the world of sell-through rate and magical animals in the forest, guys. We're gonna start doing daily, maybe hourly grind walks, guys. Grind reseller cardio, guys. Reseller cardio is very important with sell-through rate and management of inventory systems. And we're gonna be doing live like John flipping in easy and Josh Galt every day now, guys. And Todd also, we're gonna show animals how it's done because I know, guys, I will usually go live very randomly, but see, that's the point, guys. You should not announce when you go live. That's a secret to happy well-being life. That's why it's important, guys. My name is Replenisher, by the way. I replenish everything, guys, because it's not enough of replenishing in this world. So on YouTube, it's very important to have a new name, like in one of those hero movies. By the way, if anyone comes in, or if the video is bad, I apologize, guys. It's normal. It's a normal cardio type of grind, cardio reselling grind, guys. You know how it goes. We're gonna start doing those, guys, because YouTube world needs replenishing voice, because otherwise all the videos that will be coming out soon will only be about sell-through rate and how to manage your inventory system, competition. What else is so important in life? Remind me, guys, in the comments later on, what's so important in this life. I have to give shout out to new podcast, guys, with Peter, my Polish friend, former forward of Poland national team, and John. Flipping actually is not easy on starting new podcast, guys. It's very important. The podcast is called Flip, uh, Hustle, Hustle and Flip, guys. Hustle and Flip show podcast. I listened to the first episode. It was very educational. We learned that reselling is not really important from the first episode. We learned that, the important part of doing a podcast is to talk about poker and different types of golf, games. Very important, guys, that Hustle and Flip podcast touched up on actually very important topics on their first episode, which is golf and poker. And of course, Peter, listen to Peter, guys, when he is talking. He's right about things of selling $1 items every day, right, Peter? Peter, guys, doesn't joke around usually. You've learned from his videos. It's very important, guys, to have proper structure. Otherwise, you're gonna be replenishing all your life stuff that you don't need or don't want. Guys, it's very important. And of course, Josh Galt was List Easier, guys. The guy lives in this dream world of List Easier. He's a robot. Finally realized that he's a robot, We're gonna discuss it every day now, Josh. How you go live with List Easier, $1 million sold or billions customers that have subscribed, It's very important, Josh, it's Canadians, Actually, Canada is playing against Mexico, I think, today. I don't remember if they're in the same group in the World Cup soccer. World Cup soccer, guys, is more important than replenishables. You wake up, guys, every day. You got to exercise. That's important. Because, thinking about list easier all day, you know, grind and hustle, replenishables, all this kind of stuff, courses, management of inventory system, sell through rate. It's not that important anymore, guys. What I came to realization is that all this stuff is really boring compared to, World Cup soccer. You have to watch World Cup soccer instead of thinking about all this crap, USPS rates, hikes, list easier, other applications. Sorry, Josh, we have to criticize you a little bit, because, constantly talking about list easier non-stop, even in your dreams, man, it's not healthy. Sorry, Josh. Josh knows I'm kind of joking around with him. He's, of course, grown man. He's about 65. For Josh, being 65 right now, it's kind of a advanced age. That's why I'm gonna have to sell more copies of List Easier, Otherwise, when you hit 66, but for Josh to hit 69, it would be more of a, goal in his reselling magical world. Guys, see, this actually helps a lot of people when you talk about different topics. I didn't go live for a while, guys. Of course, I will be doing more lives. We're gonna criticize replenishable people again. Replenishable people, guys, deserve to be criticized, right? Replenishable people. But we're not gonna, do that in a bad way. We're gonna joke around, a little bit. We're gonna poke some fun into the world of magic, of magical reselling and other things, Like, I have to give props to John Flipping and Easy, guys, going live on daily grind. Grind is a very important word. So John selected properly, I would have selected, of course, the same words, hustle and grind, which is very important for me, guys. People don't realize that resellers like me or you are rare. Yes, we're rare kind, that are working very hard by ourselves, alone. That's very difficult, guys. It's not like, Josh Gall sitting on his $275 chair every day talking about list easier to people who he thinks are real people and not robots. Josh doesn't realize those are all robots that are listening to him, Of course, for Josh, it's important to sell more copies of his list easier for his partners, because we're gonna have to split some money, Josh. Where the money have to go nowadays, Josh. There's people that need money from list easier, not just you, Josh. Don't be a narcissist. Don't just think about yourself, Josh. Think about all other people who want to, get something from what you're selling. Some kind of money, Josh. Yes, so we're not gonna get lost much. Let's see where we are. We need to go to forest picnic area, I think. It's about 10 million miles, guys. So let's go this way. We can go that way. But if we go this way, we're gonna come out on the road. We cannot do that, guys. So yeah, guys, so we're gonna start daily cardio grind from the forest, guys. It's very useful environment. I know internet is not working right. I know it's choppy. I know you cannot hear me clearly. I know all the stuff, guys. I learned throughout the years that it's not really like important topic, that someone will complain that they cannot hear anything, and the video is not working right. That's normal type of life when you're in the forest. You have to understand, guys, there is no internet. That's why a lot of animals, guys, don't have internet, and cannot be resellers, you know. But if you eventually gonna watch, guys, me and animals are appreciate will appreciate your support, guys. You know, look at the wind, guys. The wind is picking up. This is so nice. After I was jogging for a little bit, like for 25 minutes. The wind picked up, guys, and now all the wind is like, you know, another lung of fresh air. Fresh air has opened inside the lungs. So now we can discuss other topics from the reselling world, guys, because that's what we need to do, guys. Discuss. You know, that's what is important, guys. That's why the daily cardio grind walks. Daily cardio grind walks, guys, gonna be important. You know, for the community to understand that sitting on a chair and scratch your ass all day is not an option, guys. It's not. You gotta move. You gotta walk out. I mean, walk and run and jog. And I can tell you, Flip and Hustle, first episode that I watched entirely. Of course, I couldn't watch it all together in one day, but it was very useful information. I finally learned that Peter is a good poker player. You know, I didn't know. Sorry, Peter. We didn't know that, man. That you're a good poker player. Now we know. And that you don't play golf very good. So it's very important, man. So now we're going to use it against you, Peter. We're going to tell on every video that you are a good poker player, but not good at golf. So you don't mind that, man. I know Peter is tough pill to swallow, man. Peter is like right now cursing at me in Polish. He's like, сука, блядь, этот Рома. Guys, by the way, Peter understands Russian. So if I curse at him in Russian, he'll understand. And he can curse back in Polish, which I will also understand. But it doesn't matter, guys. You know, we all come to an age, guys, where daily cardio grind walks in the forest gonna be our life. It's not gonna be reseller life. It's gonna be cardio, exercising. You know, doesn't matter if nothing sells on eBay or any platform, guys. As long it's very important. As long as you are exercising on this, while I will be doing those daily grinds, it's very important, guys, for you to also be involved in magical world of daily magical forest walks, you know, because quills, you know, lately there was a lot of videos, guys, that I was trying to release that I have a lot of footage of, but a lot of them gonna be dirty, guys. I apologize. It's gonna touch up on a lot of dirt stuff. Rated X, guys. So make sure the kids are not watching. It's be rated mature. Reselling content will be rated mature, guys. So make sure, guys, to, you know, make sure the kids do not watch. You know, it's very important. And I'm gonna concentrate on other content, guys. You know, besides reselling, we're gonna do some other stuff, guys, because you know, reselling itself is so. Is it necessary, guys, to resell? Of course. How else we're gonna make money, right? Well, of course, we can make some money on social media, right, guys? Social media will pay up eventually. We know that. And eventually, everyone will be making at least $1, you know, in 10 years on social media. But how long it's gonna take, guys? Think about all the bureaucracy of the stuff, you know, how reach Facebook and reach Instagram treats its customers. Think about it for a moment, guys. Think about all that stuff. They don't need too many content creators on there. They just need a little amount. Yeah, check out this beautiful pond in the forest. You see, pond is very important. Yes, we're gonna get lost eventually in this forest. I promise. We're gonna be going around like in circles, looking for some kind of magical creatures that live here that resell actually. Remember, I did a video. If someone watched, probably nobody did, which is good. But nobody watched the video about creatures that live in a magical forest that enjoy me as a reseller talking to them, about all those important topics, guys. It's very important that we're gonna touch up on this eventually, guys. But overall, guys, you know, let's talk about reselling a little bit because let's stop with this grinding cardio nonsense, right? Let's talk about fun stuff. Let's talk about reselling, which is what you love. Reselling, of course, guys, this week was tough for me. And I had to go to doctor's appointments, tests, do all types of things, which prevented, once again, guys, prevented me from concentrating. It's difficult, guys, to concentrate. Some of you will not agree. You'll say, you have to hustle and grind again, and I agree with that. You gotta hustle and grind kind of stuff. That's why during the night, guys, instead of sleeping, guess what I'm doing? I'm listing. Because during the day it's difficult, guys. You have to go to appointments and do a lot of cardio, so it's not an easy, proposition to do certain things during the day, but that's why reselling, guys, is very important part of our lives because of how much time we have, and the time is precious. And then you don't have to, do anything in certain times. You can do everything during the day and night, and take naps. Like for example, yesterday twice I went for cardio, and I slept in between. I took a nap. I listed a couple of things, and then after that, I went out for another, set of cardio and jogging. So it's very important, guys, to keep your grinding in some kind of condition where you're gonna be useful, for the reselling environment, guys, because reselling environment is not easy. Don't listen to someone that says, reselling is like you have to list like $1 million, million items a day to have sales. It's all bullshit, guys. Who the fuck told you this crap? Kind of wonder sometimes myself. Who's talking that you need to list 100 items a day? I don't remember. There were people that said that before, but you only need to list very good items. That's the whole secret, guys. The items that people want to buy, the higher dollar items. Think about it for a moment. Instead of listing 100 $5 items with free shipping, you can list just 4 items for like say $300-400 each, and you're gonna be okay, guys. It doesn't matter, it will sell that same day. That's what another thing is. We as resellers know better that when you buy something and you're happy that you bought it, even doesn't matter how much you paid. In my case, it kind of depends on where. Well, in everyone's case, of course. Let's talk about this boring stuff again. It's everyone's case. It depends where you source and how you source and what type of sourcing areas you're in, where you're located. But if you think about it, if you list good quality items, even if they don't sell right away, but when they sell, right, like if one of them sells for $300, you're gonna still make decent amount of profit after all the fees and USPS shipping or FedEx or UPS, doesn't matter how you ship, with the rates being up. Think about it for a moment. Of course, there will be critics saying, no, we're gonna list $100 items, $5 each with free shipping, and make negative profit after all the fees and shipping, but it's gonna make us happy because we got it all for free. Because some of those items in reality you get for free. You get so many items. I got recently like bunch of stuff for free, and still got more stuff yesterday for free. So it doesn't mean anything. Like you get like a lot of those items. You're gonna the best way, of course, pick out good items right away and do list those first that sell for decent amounts instead of doing those projects that people think that they are putting out some items that gonna take them like 10 hours to list one item, guys. So think about it. After all the cleaning and fixing, eventually all this time, all this precious time, you can save by listing one quality or two quality items per day for $500 each. Think about it for a moment, how opportunistic that is. But of course, people will start saying we cannot find this kind of stuff. It's difficult. We don't have opportunities. And they will be right, of course. But as long as they love it, as long as they want to do that, that's fine. That's my advice. I know that there are gonna be critics about that, saying that it's not right, and you're gonna have to reevaluate your opinion about that. But we're not gonna do that, guys. We're gonna keep hustling and grinding, doing all the interesting stuff, because otherwise, guys, the world, the world as we know it, guys, will not survive. The world as we know it, guys. If you want to do camping right here, you have to stop by because there are gonna be some tents over there in the forest with animals. You can live here, guys. Enjoy the nature. Work out. Do cardio with fresh air, sunshine. That's more important than sitting inside doing all those lives and podcasts. That's why I chose that daily reselling cardio grinds will be from the forest, guys, because so much fresh air in here, so much excitement from the smell of the nature. There's like amazing smell that comes down from the trees with you know flowers, everything. Rivers and streams and ponds, all that stuff, guys. But we don't appreciate it much because every day people think about it. The opportunities to enjoy your life being a reseller full time is amazing, guys. You can step out, do your things that you want to do during the day, and then come back and live at night, and then of course again do the same thing, but it's gonna make you happier than working 9 to 5 jobs and answering to the same angry boss that eventually will fire you because you don't like him or you want to kick his ass. So think about all those opportunities, guys, that we as resellers have to enjoy your lives, enjoy. See, every day, guys, we're gonna talk about the enjoyment. We're gonna turn into Josh Galt now. Instead of talking about Liz Teaser every day, we're gonna talk about the nature, the air, the pollution, water, streams and ponds, all the stuff, guys. It's gonna create more excitement for you guys to appreciate instead of concentrating only on reselling topics, guys. We're gonna of course discuss latest news because I watch a lot of content, and I always say people who create good content I appreciate. A lot of content creators do those things, and I appreciate it. That's why during the night when I actually list and I do my reselling stuff during the night time, I really like indulge myself into listening to the content creator stuff, podcasts, lives that I miss during the day. Because during the day, guys, I want to enjoy, the nature, exercise, cardio, while the summer is here. Summer is short, guys. We have to appreciate all the beauty. Of course, once again, I forgot to ship some orders today. I was late, which is not good, guys. I don't recommend, Just ship your stuff on time. And again, not gonna get dinged if you forget to ship your stuff, guys. Just do the shipping on time. Don't listen to my advice of like skipping shipping, you know. Just ship stuff and then enjoy listing or doing your reselling style things. Instead of me, you know, I just don't ship right away and just go, you know, exercise and don't think about that kind of stuff, guys. You know, I think about like the nature, the beautiful trees, you know, flowers, insects, birds, snakes, you know, grilling, food, all the beautiful stuff out there instead of, you know, concentrating constantly on reselling. That's why it's important, guys, you know. Langshark Kreger, Langshark Picker in the house, guys. Picker. Guys, why is everyone pickers? Let's just change. Craig, change your name to some kind of normal name, man. It's not supposed to be picker anymore. You know what picker means? Picker means someone who picks up women in Russian. So come on, Craig. You're like young man. You're only 21, Craig. Change your name to something else. Just remove picker, be just Landshark. Just Landshark Craig. But man, thanks for coming, stopping by, man. I know it's boring. Boring reselling stuff, Craig. I know that people are not excited. People are not as excited, Craig. Let's go to the museum, guys. Let's see if we're gonna make it on time before museum closes. Because museum of natural history inside the forest where all animals learn how to, you know, cook and how to live and how to create is on our way, you know, over here. But no, guys, that's what I'm saying. It's very important part. Even you know, sometimes, guys, without without any type of conversation, everyone will be bored. You see, that's why you have to have a skill to jump from conversation from one topic to another, like me. You cannot do it, guys. It's difficult. You're gonna talk nonstop about list easier. I'm gonna fall asleep. You know, I'm not gonna be able to survive that situation, guys. I will be, you know, dozing off constantly, and that's why, guys, we need different types of topics. We need like exciting topics, like you know, cardio, exercise, you know, women, you know, men, you know, movies, sports. World Cup is currently going on. My team actually, Uzbekistan, guys, is in the World Cup. The country I'm originally from. They made it to the World Cup for the first time, guys. I was so excited to watch them yesterday, but unfortunately they lost to Colombia. But still played really decently in the first half. In the second half, they kind of the wheels fell off, but they still scored one goal, which was a good goal. First goal for Uzbekistan, guys, in the World Cup history. They scored yesterday. It was a very exciting time. I was like, man, I was like so excited, you know. But hopefully, you know, eventually they will may win one game because I think probably they may win against Congo. Democratic Republic of Congo is in their group, but I don't know. They actually played very good against Portugal, so it was a tie, 1-1. So I don't know, guys, if Uzbekistan can beat Congo, but we'll see. Maybe they will be able to win one game. It's gonna be historical, guys. But there are also other teams. If you're not watching World Cup, guys, if you're into soccer like me, but I'm into a lot of sports. You know, I love a lot of sports, but soccer is something that's close to my heart because I played. In Uzbekistan, I played for a long time with kids outside, not like what kids doing currently, you know, playing on their tablets all day. Not all kids, but a lot, you know, or talking to Chat GPT or AI, you know, AI robots. But we actually, I can tell you that sports is something that you should be, you know, doing. Sports is what makes me happy, you know. I so happy when I watch sports games here, participate myself, even though lately it was difficult, guys, to participate, you know, with different things medically, but it's all of us. Eventually, you know, Medical things, guys. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's why less stress. Less stress about reselling. I have a lot of stress with reselling. Less stress, guys. Sometimes I get so stressed. On Monday, I sold couple things. Did a short about it that I couldn't find for like almost 3 hours. I went to my storage unit, couldn't find it. Then went back home, couldn't find it. Then went back to storage unit. I was like, I had to open all the bins, and eventually, guys, I found it. Eventually, like it took almost. Can you imagine? I lost 3 hours, guys. 3 hours, precious time. Was stressed really badly, and almost, had a panic attack because we can't lose. We can't lose our things, guys. You have to remember that you cannot lose, you know, things when you sell them. It's gonna be. It was difficult for me, guys. I didn't want to, do anything. I was like, man, if I lost this thing, I couldn't ship it. That's it. My reselling career is over. No, I'm kidding, guys. But still, it was very stressful. Very stressful situation. For me, it's very dangerous to have stressful situations, guys. That's because my blood pressure goes up very high. I recently had like really high blood pressure also, like, and 2 days in a row, 2 days in a row, guys. So I think Monday and then Tuesday again, I sold something, and then I I looked in the bin where it was at. I couldn't see it, and I was like, I think I was still stressed out from my ultrasound problem. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was same day when I had ultrasound, and I was stressed, and I was like looking in the bin where the thing was at, and this thing was. I was looking at it, and I still didn't grab it, and then I closed the bin and was looking for it. Can you imagine, guys, how sometimes it's what happens when you don't sleep, guys, and you constantly, concentrating on things associated with reselling. That's what happens, you lose. I lost it like entirely, like that day. And then I looked at, like, I gathered myself up, and, and I looked in the same bin again, and it was there looking at me, just saying, get me, I'm here, just grab me. That's how sometimes think about it, all this craziness, guys, how crazy this reselling can get sometimes, guys. You're gonna be stressed. You're gonna be not, for me, not within myself. I was like beyond, beyond reach of normalcy again. Had to take a couple of medications right away, guys, to stay calm. Otherwise, guys, would have gotten out of control. So I couldn't do that. So that's why, guys, it's important. As resellers, guys, you need to concentrate. It doesn't matter if you're doing it on your own or if you have someone else doing it with you. Just concentrate, guys. It's very important part of life to concentrate and be happy. Let's see how many percent I have on my phone. 50. 50%, guys. We're still we're still making good progress, guys. We still the audio is not supposed to be good on this live, guys, and video too. It's normal. I have an old phone that is about 1700 years old and have internet still in 3G, guys. I don't pay much because I decided, why paying? What's the luxuries of life? Think about another topic, guys. What are the luxuries that you have in life? There are luxuries of like nature. Look, surrounding the trees, sky, you know, all the animals, birds, insects. You remember back in the day, guys, during the time of Jesus Christ, what people didn't have much. They had their family, right? They had like forests. They had to go like do some things, like create some stuff. They were very handy, could create things with their own hands. You know, and look at what it turned out now. AI robots, Chat GPT, freaking some kind of crap on the internet constantly. Where did the world go to, guys? Jesus would not be happy about what's happening right now. Look at all the things right now that we have, like, but some people are still close to God. Like, I'm very, you have to be close to God. You gotta have to talk to God every day, like I do. I wake up, I pray, I say, "Thank you, God, for waking me up." Thank you, God, that I can walk today. Thank you, God, that I can list some stuff on eBay. Thank you, God, for the sales that I have. But I always have to talk to God, guys, and being, you know, in that situation, guys, that's very important for me personally, guys. Some people say, "Oh, whatever," but think about it. You have to everything in life that comes at you. There is God that puts His touches on it. Like think, some people don't believe in it, but I do, guys, and it's very important to always appreciate God's given gifts in your life. God's given gifts are that you can walk, that you can do things, that you're healthy. Uh, and of course, we cannot say that about everyone all together as one bunch, but you appreciate things, that you can breathe every day, that you can enjoy your life, that you can go somewhere. Appreciate all those things, because reselling sometimes gets so frustrating that you only concentrate on that, but think about your kids, how they're growing. You know, think about getting older. How you're gonna do things when you get older? What's gonna coming up ahead? And we learn it from different generations, guys. Look at all the generations, the kids that are growing now, that are young kids, and older generation. That is very valuable. I think the older generation who is in their 70s, 80s. My mom will be 80 years old this weekend. We learn so much from them, and we appreciate them, give them appreciation of how much they went through their life and what they have done, so that new generation can now grow, you know, and succeed and be appreciative of them. How much they have done for the world, and that's very interesting topic, guys. That's something you should concentrate on, not replenishable items. Replenishable items, guys. The replenishable, guys, replenishable actually. I decided I will change my names on lives, but replenisher, it's actually I think supposed to be in upcoming Marvel universe. They should add a character, guys, with a name Replenisher. You know what the purpose of this character in Marvel universe will be? Replenisher will be only having some kind of power where he can just wave a hand and the inventory replenishable stuff will appear in front of everyone. Like he's like this. Swing like click his fingers. That's gonna be his power. It's gonna be replenisher. You're gonna replenish like this. Here you go, everyone. Here's the things that you can use. Replenish your world, everyone. Guys, what's gonna be actually better? Eventually, in the future, there's gonna be someone who will replenish everything for resellers. So instead of resellers going sourcing every day, there will be a business, guys. The business purpose will be to replenish everyone's inventory. They will be like calling, say, all right, our inventory is almost sold out. We need to replenish it. And with one touch of a button, guys, you will get the drone bringing you more stuff. You know how exciting your lives will be. You're going to be like, oh man, now we're fulfilled with this replenishable stuff. We're so rich now. We're feeling better. We can we can relax. We can don't have to worry about anything. Think about how exciting will be the business. That's a business opportunity for someone to replenish for everyone else. That's the thing, guys. Don't worry about creating something. Just think about someone coming eventually and helping everyone replenish everything that you need. With one just call and pressing on a button to replenish, guys, look at this tree. You can think about it, guys. Like how much replenishable things there is in the forest. Stones. See, nobody's talking about that. Stones. You can replenish stones, guys. Look at all the stones on the ground. Those are replenishable, guys. You can come in into forest, get as many as you want. Nobody can charge you for them, and it's free. Same as leaves. Look at leaves, guys. You can replenish. You take one leaf, and you can take bunch of them from trees, guys, and replenish it, and then keep replenishing every day and selling only leaves, guys, from trees, and just make different titles. Leaves from the forest for sale. Think about all the opportunity out there, guys. Think about it. But anyway, guys, I know that it's normal for me. I can talk about different things. I don't need an audience, guys, as you already learned. I can talk about different topics. And we're going to start doing that kind of stuff, guys. Hopefully tomorrow, I don't know what time, but tomorrow I may be, I may actually do it twice a day even. We're going to do those lives twice a day sometimes, guys. We're going to talk about different things, about animals, about replenishings, about one-off items, about sourcing opportunities, competition. What else is very important? Sell-through rate, uh, suspensions, uh, USPS rates, some content creators content, um, live podcast. So yeah, we have a lot of topics to cover, guys. You know, different topics require a lot of time to research, as you know, and sometimes you gotta go with what you kind of watched and saw with your own eyes. You know, without seeing, it's difficult to talk about certain things. But when we when we see things and we learn things, we can discuss, you know, different topics. That's why it's important, guys. That's why I came up with a good idea. While I'm doing my cardio, actually after, because I already have done it, I will go live and we'll discuss different topics again, guys. Some of them will be boring, guys, I know, but reselling stuff is, of course, boring. But I mean, what else we're gonna talk about? We're not gonna talk about strip clubs. Who's gonna come here to talk about strip clubs or World Cup soccer, or what else we can discuss? We can discuss actually drugs, guys. Maybe in the next episode. So in the next episode, guys, we have a lot of stuff to discuss. See, guys, the good thing about this magical forest, you can walk for days in here. You can enjoy jogging, running, fresh air, and everything else that it provides for you for free. There's so much beauty in this world when you come to the forest. You enjoy it. And then we'll discuss, of course, forest life. Sometimes forest life is very important. Animals, we'll discuss animals. Animals are much better than people in most cases. Our pets, dogs, cats, and all the animals that we love so much, ourselves, that actually provide us with happiness and closure and binding. See, guys, with my limited English, I still come up with some very useful words, useful things. But for tomorrow, guys, I will think about it, like what we can discuss and talk about. But anyway, guys, if someone will rewatch this boring live, thank you, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, watch it till the end, guys. Because, like ABC Matt says in every video, I need watch hours and subscribers, guys. Right? ABC Matt. ABC Matt is not watching, guys. ABC Matt is good dude. By the way, ABC Matt actually has a very, very good content. I like what ABC Matt. He's very truthful, very down to earth dude. That talks about reselling all the time. Matt will have to switch some subjects eventually, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This is it. Goodbye.